Okay. Good evening, everybody. So tonight is a little bit different virtual. It's on Wednesday instead of Thursday, and all we are going to do tonight is play with the Thermomix cutter. So I'll show you how to put it in. So we take the lid off, and we actually pop this into here. It just sits one way. It won't sit the other way because the other way is too thin. So it just sits that one way, that one direction. It looks like that. Then we pop our basket bowl, whatever you'd like to call it, on top. That will go either way. There's no specific way for that. Then what we've got is the blade. So on one side, we have thick and thin slicing. You can see the picture there. And on the other side, we have, see if I can tilt it, thick and thin shredding. Now, it's whichever side you place upwards. So I'm going to slice first, and we just sit that on top of the tube that I put in. All right, then we pop the top on. Now the top as well can go this way or the other way, whichever suits you. Okay, so then we've got, for the TM5, there's actually instructions. There's a 59-page virtual instruction / cookbook, all fully in colour, that you get emailed. Plus, there's also just a little one, and then a user manual here with all your instructions and stuff. So the TM5, you would go to speed 4. You would set the timer to 1 minute and go to speed 4. And then it's whether you're on reverse or forwards as to whether it cuts thickly or thinly. But because I have a TM6, I actually have my 2 modes here. This one says grating. Oh. And this one says slicing. So they will have appeared on everybody's TM6s over the last week. So I am going to slice. So it says sliced vegetable, fruits, and hard cheeses. Prepare ingredients before cutting. So I was reading up, it's 800 grams of ingredients at one time because, of course, the bowl is only so big. So you've got to remember that you've got to empty it. Press softly. Don't use frozen or cooked food. And prevent overloading the mode. Don't go past a minute. All right, so we've got thin and thick. So what I'm going to do first is, what am I going to do? I am going to peel. I didn't want to peel my veg beforehand and then have it go brown. So I'm going to do potato first, of course, because that's the one thing everybody wants to do. So I'll do one potato thick and then one potato thin. So we did the thin yesterday and tried it in the air, and hubby tried it in the air fryer. I wasn't home. And he said that they blow around a little bit too much. So I'm going to go thin and try it in the oven itself. So you make thin chips, but we'll go thick to start with. Now, also, just make sure that these things fit in. So all I'm going to do is take off about that much off my potato. So I'm going to start the mode first. Thick. Then I'm going to pop it in. And that's as long as it takes. How do you know the weight? Yeah, I would weigh it first. So it says prepare your veg and weigh it first. So of course you've got your scales just up here on your modes. So yeah, you just weigh all your potatoes and make sure that you have the right amount. So that is our thick slicing. There we go. So I'll show you. That's how thick they are. I just did 1.5 kilos last night in just a couple of minutes, and filled the thing, put some cream and stuff in, and potato bake away. All right, I'll just clean that out so that we can show you the thin sliced potato. So I just pop that back on. Now, the one big thing to remember is when you take this bowl out, remember to take that out before you do anything with the Thermomix again, because you'll throw some food in, you'll chop it to bits. Always remember to take it out. Very important. Okay, so then we will do thin. So the thin takes just a little bit longer. By a little bit longer, I mean, you know, a couple of seconds. All right. So then pop that in, and I'm just going to check. Okay. Oh, so random spud. Let's just make sure that's sitting on properly. There we go. Make sure that's going to fit. I'll just cut tinsy a little bit off, tiny bit. All right. So then we're going to start going with thin. So I'm just pushing down gently. And then stop. I know, no more finger flash. And it's like, it's so quick. And dishwasher safe. My favorite thing in the planet, dishwasher safe. All right, so there is our thin potato. Let me show you the difference. Hang on. Let's just grab one. So super thin, dry it out, put some rosemary and bit of salt all over it, cracked salt or salt flakes all over it, whack it in the oven. Beautiful. Chips when you feel like them. Okay. So, yep. So, and then one potato, that was quite the handful just from one potato. So that's pretty cool. And did quite a few chips just with a couple of potatoes. All right, just cleaning it out. All right. Okay, pop it back in. Then we're going to go, let's try shredding. So I'm going to take this off, and there's always going to be just a couple of little bits. Anything that hasn't chopped, probably not potato, but carrot, zucchini, anything like that, put it in a container, stick it in the freezer, and use it for your stock. So it's another way of saving money as well. All right, let us turn it over to our shredding. That way and that way. So I did shredding the other day, and I noticed that my carrot went a little bit black. So I want to try out shredding with the carrot peeled and not peeled. So I'm going to start with the not peeled, and then see if it was just the edges, not black, but you know, just a little bit brown. So I want to see if the difference is actually the peel. Okay, so let's go back. Grating. Same instructions. So with any of your modes, you can actually look at the instructions anytime. You can click on don't show this message again down the bottom left. and then do that. But if you ever want to go back and look at the instructions, you've got the little eye on the top right-hand corner and it brings them back up. So you never actually lose the instructions. Just once you're confident, you don't have to see them every time. Not sure what I've pushed. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go thick grating this time. So we'll start it already. And it's that quick. I can see myself making a salad for Miss 16 in like no time at all. All right. So there is that's our thick grating. That's pretty good. Let's pop that on the board here. I'll just sit that there for a minute. And then I'm going to actually peel this one and do thin grating. All right. Put the ends. That back in. Pop that back on. Make sure it sits nicely. Okay. Are we there? How big is the grated carrot? Oh, yeah. So that much. I've got a little hand. So a big handful for one carrot. Okay, so thin. Let's get it going. Yep. Okay. And I love how the thin looks. Let's open. Okay. So there's a random bit, but look at that. Look how good that looks. Okay, I will scoop it all out and show you. Put that down. Right. So we've got, there's our thick and there's our thin. Looks so good, the thin, like really, really good. That's going to be amazing. Okay. All right. I'm just going to rinse this out. Now, the other thing as well, let me show you the bowl.
Which one of those carrots? Which one of those carrots was the skin one on?
The thick. The thick peeled. So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes because it takes a couple of minutes for it to go brown. And then we'll see whether it's the peeled or the unpeeled or whether it doesn't make any difference. All right, I'll just rinse that out. Yeah. Question?
Are those big ones, are they thick or are they thin, fat ones, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I chose thick grating.
Yeah.
For the fat ones and thin grating for the other ones. So that's thick grating, that side, and thin, that side. Was that the question?
No. Can you pick up one of the thick ones and show me how thick it actually is?
Yep, sure.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Cool.
So, yeah, I'll put some on my hand. It's probably too many. So about that. And then the thin is that. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so there are definitely some things that, so obviously it says don't chop frozen stuff or cooked food. And then there's also things like if you do mushrooms or strawberries, put a whole bunch in the chute, so that when you press down, you're not just pressing down on one and then each of them goes down. Hang on, I'll just rinse this as well. Carrots and idiots. I'll get all over everything. All right. So, and then I do know, because I tried out lettuce last time, that if you're doing lettuce, do thick slice, because if you do thin or you try and do shred, it's too soft a vegetable for it to be able to do it properly. And then with your cheeses and stuff, keep them in the fridge until you're ready to chop or grate. So I do have some cheese in the fridge. What would you like to do next? Spring onion, celery, cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. I know, cheese is the big one, isn't it? That's the one we all have been waiting to shred. Since the Thermomix chops. All right. Let me just get my cheese. So I'll start with Parmesan.
If you did Parmesan, could you do like flakes, like shavings of Parmesan? Oh.
Yes. Yes. So I'm going to cut it into 4. Try and be tricky. And try and do it each of the 4 ways. All right. So let us thick slice first. No, actually we can thin slice. All right. No, that was a little bit crumbly. That's all right. Okay. That on top. So I'm going to go back to our slicing, and I'm going to do thin with my Parmesan cheese. Okay. Let me talk that.
That's so good, isn't it?
How cool is that?
So was that the thin or the thick?
Thin. That's the thin. That's the thin. And I will.
That looks awesome.
We will compare the pair after I chop the next one. Okay, so then we'll do thick. Right, yeah. Okay. Because we want it to sit nicely. Okay, so let's start thick. So it actually turned on its side. I could hear it, went from that way to that way. So we'll see what happened there. So you might be better off having it longer. Let's see what we got. So not as successful. Lots of chunks in there because it slid sideways, but that's okay. So thin is, so that one's thin and that one's thick. Obviously, you'll get
Things like
better
you
at
buy
it.
in the shops.
Yes. Yeah. So I think you'd do thin more than you would do thick, because that's not nearly as nice as what you get on your meal. It's quite chunky. Okay. Then we shall grate. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to turn it over to number 2. Pop that on top. Pop that in. So yeah, I'll be a total whiz by another couple of weeks. All right, so then we're going to go to grating, and we will do thin first, which I'm guessing probably won't be as good as thick either. I don't know, it might be. Let's have a look. So thin. So I'm just holding it gently, pushing it down. That looks nice. So you can see it better there. So that looks pretty good. All right. That in. Were you able to see it well? But yeah, probably is better with the black background.
Yep, that's good.
All right, that back in. All right, lift that up, and then we're going to go thick. So we've done thin grating. No, come on, dear. Thick grating. Okay, well that was good. I'm always surprised every time I put it in, thinking, oh, surely can't go that fast. Yeah. Let me. So thick's really, you're going to want the thin then. Let me have them both out. Thin, thick. Thin is much prettier.
Thin's the way to go with Parmesan.
Yeah, yeah, thin's the way to go. Thin slice, thin grate. Okay. And what else we got? I was thinking about it earlier, but I didn't do it. I'm going to boil an egg at some point. I'll just rinse these off again, because I'm thinking I'll show you some celery and an onion, and then maybe the zucchini. So with the cooking experience, we make pickle juice. I bring pickle juice and we make the pickled veg, which is exciting. All right. And yet again, like the rest of the bowl, it's just quick and easy to wash off. Okay, what is next?
Lisa,
Yeah.
why do you have to start the blades first before you put the cheese in or the whatever in?
Yeah, I've just been doing it that way. Let me have a look at the instructions and see. Screenshot. No, that's a flyer. Hang on. I was just reading them before. So, oh, there we go. So, raw ingredients, prevent them losing their shape. So we could try it without starting it, but hang on, where's the other one?
Because I was just thinking, like you said, if you do like a whole bunch of strawberries, you know, so you're going to want to put them in first and then start the blades.
Possibly, yes. Let me look. There. Okay, it says turn the selector to select one of the options and the mode will start. Insert the ingredient in the feeder and press down with the pusher. So it does actually say to start it first, but let's see if it actually says why. Blah, 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 assembling. 6. Yeah, it says place the cutter lid into the cutter basket. Locking arms will lock in place when the motor is activated. Insert ingredients through the feeder and then push gently. They've actually got instructions here for strawberries. Let's have a look. Pineapple, plum, strawberries. Apples. All right, we'll try the. Yeah, see, it looks like they've got it started already, each of them. But I've got a carrot here. Let us try it because that's softer. Let's try that with and without starting. Not required. So I think slicing. Look on the blade, right? So slicing, and I will slice thickly, and we'll do it with and without it started. Okay. Right. Sliced. Thick. I don't know if we're actually going to see a difference with an apple. Yep, no dramas at all. And then we'll do routing it. All right. So I can see no difference with an apple. But like that. Let's maybe give it a carrot a go. That looks pretty nice, actually. Apple pie is on the list, of course. Apple crumble. I bought all these ingredients. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do grating of carrot. But then we need to make sure that we put the blade that way.
Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know on your screen,
Yes.
is it thick and thin, like first choice, second choice? Like when you do your cleaning, do you choose like that? You don't turn the
Yes.
knob left or right?
No, no.
Okay.
Let me bring it a little bit closer. Nope.
Yes.
Yep. Just
So
the two choices there.
So for people who do not have the TM6, how would they then select thick and thin?
So if they have the TM5, which is the only other one that this fits in, they do speed 4. They set their timer for 1 minute. They choose speed 4, and then whether it's forward or reverse. So you can change your blades. Let's get out of that. So when you're doing it manually, bring that down. When you're doing it manually, you can change. I do not like that light there. There we go. Here, that's your blades forward and that's reverse. So one direction is thin and one direction is thick. And if I say which way, I'm going to get it wrong because it's 50-50. So they would dial up to a minute, so they don't go over the minute, and then go no faster than speed 4, and then reverse or forwards with the blades.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. What are we doing? So grating. So we've got our grating blade up. Pop that in. Right. I'm going to set it on, and I'm going to go thin for both. Oh, good thing you can't see below here. I've destroyed the place already. Okay. So it's in. I'm pushing down. There we go. Now also look underneath the blade at the lid and see what's happened there. Because, yep, because usually there's a side chunk and a bit of stuff on the bottom there. All right. That's turned out okay. So I've not actually had an automated slicer or grater before, and I'm not sure whether you have to put them in while they're going or not. Okay, so then this one, and we're going to wait till it starts. Okay. Yep, same. There's a chunk left over. So I can't see that there's a huge difference. But obviously I haven't, let's see if I've got strawberries. But I haven't got enough to try both ways. Unfortunately, I've just got a few. And they're a bit, oh, they're all right. Okay. Let us slice. I will just take that out. I think I'm having carrot soup tomorrow. A carrot soup that I can highly recommend, curried carrot and quinoa soup. It's really filling and beautiful. Just as a an aside there. So it's super easy just to rinse off. All right. I'll just rinse off the blade as well. Okay. So shall we go the strawberries?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please. Awesome. All right. Let me just have a quick read. I will share actually my screen so that you can see it. Sure. Okay, so I'll go back to the top. So lots of pictures, lots of instructions. There we go. Nice sliced cabbages. So thick slices, thick and thin grating. There's all your things. I'll just scroll through, find the strawberries. Disassembling, cleaning. Cleaning's super easy. Good to know. So some ingredients are great sliced but not grated. So like I said, leafy vegetables, peppers. Obviously they mean capsicum. Other ingredients, blah, blah, blah. You see. Okay, so watermelon, melon, tomatoes, and kiwi are only suitable to be sliced thickly. Well, there you go. Cured sausages and salami. Fresh and cooked sausages are too soft. Garlic, cabbage, mushroom, spring onion. Capsicums, so they look great sliced, and mushrooms, so there's fruit, pineapple, plums, strawberries, firm fruits, whole and hulled, thick slices. Stacked vertically, guide gently. Okay. So it's grating, go back to slicing. Put our bowl back in. Slicing that way. And that way. I'll just chop them. All right. Pop them in first, and we'll go thick. Oh, hang on. Let me stop share. I should be able to see it.
You didn't read the instructions. It says to put them on narrowly, vertically, or horizontally the other way. Read the instructions
Go back. Hang on.
when
Yep.
when you're stacking them in the thing.
Well, how am I going to do that? They're tiny. Stack vertically in the in the narrow part. All right. Thank you. There we go.
Otherwise, you'll just have them all diced.
Yes. All right. I haven't even used the thin part of it yet.
What narrow part?
There must be a narrow
Ah.
part in there.
Oh, hang on. Let me stop share so you can see. Right. So you've got a narrow and a wide. And I've
Now
just
that
been
makes
using
more sense.
So
Yes,
you did
I've just
all
been
the other
using the
things
wide.
in the wide one?
in the wide, but then it's most of it. I don't know if the carrots would have fit anyway. The potatoes certainly wouldn't have fit. No, no. So the wider carrots don't fit in the narrow anyway.
Okay.
And neither would the apple didn't.
I guess you would do like a spring onions and that
won't.
kind of thing down there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Spring onion doesn't fit, only fits that way. Let's see if it's in a carrot. So yeah, you'd have to, but I'm really, it's rubbing on the sides, that one, and that's quite a thin one.
Celery would go in the thin one.
Yes, if I can find I have, so, oh, there it is. I have 2 pieces of celery. Yep, in that one. Heel. All right, let's pop these in. Now we want to go thick. So, thick. There we go.
Cool. How good is that?
Very
Yeah.
nice.
That's all right.
People
Oh,
are going
very
to be
nice on the,
amazed. People are going to be amazed at how evenly our strawberries are going to be sliced.
yes. Go that pavlova
Sounds good.
and the kiwi fruit. So, but they need to be firm. So it says don't use your mushy straws as they're going off. All right, what else would we like to look at? Shall we do the spring onion? Yeah?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right. Oh. So thick slice. That way. Done. All right. I mean, I'll just hold it anyway until I get to a certain point. Ooh. Oh. All right, so even pressing it down, got a little bit of string. No. All right, we can try this instead. String out. Okay, let's have it going first. That whole half a second wait. Okay. No, same little bit of string. But and there's a string for the first one. So I know what I needed to do was actually put 2 or 3 at a time, was what it was asking for. Let's do, because it said put your capsicum 2 or 3 pieces together, so then it actually holds it as you're going down.
It would hold it in the cylinder, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it would. It would. So you get a better result. Wait. Wait. All right. So let's put two together, a couple together, see if we get something better. All right. So thick. Okay, I think I need to do a little bit of research with that one. I should do more reading and more cutting, and I'll show that one again.
Maybe it's better with a knife.
Maybe, can't be perfect at everything.
No, but at least you know to put them together now. You know when you're doing so.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll do the capsicum.
Be interesting to see what the celery does.
Yep, I'll put that together as well.
Do you have a
So that it
tomato?
stays firmer. Yep, I do. You want to do a tomato?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll do a tomato and a celery. Because I need to do veggie stock anyway tomorrow. Let's just pull those bits out. Okay. So slicing. So I would actually think Roma tomatoes are better. We'll do the celery first and we'll do it that side. From distance.
So you're on slicing now, are you?
I'm slicing and I'm doing it thick sliced. So especially the softer stuff needs to be thick sliced. Ooh. Very good, very good.
That works good, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely wouldn't go thin sliced with those.
No, thick.
Thick, definitely thick. So it looked all right.
Oh,
Okay. Now the tomato. Let's lay this up. So yeah, I think a Roma tomato would be better because it would fit that way. All right, let us
Cut it in half.
consult the guide. Yep. Yep, perfect. Okay, thick slice. So most things I've cut in half, like the onion as well. Did I choose thick?
yep, that looks okay.
Well, I mean, I guess it was chopped in half anyway, and you've got all the juice on the inside. So it's not really gonna come out any different than that, is it?
I think you're right with the Roma because it'd be a good shape then. You get them evenly cut, wouldn't you?
Get it? Yeah, you get the whole circle for the Roma, or at least 3/4 of it anyway. All right. Let's toss that in there. Onion. Okay, I'm going to go an onion, thick sliced. Barbecues. there's nothing more I love than like massacred barbecued onion, but cutting them and doing Bunnings barbecues and being the person who has to cut all the onions.
It'd be done in no
Nothing
time,
worse.
wouldn't it?
I know.
Wow, that's good.
That was good, that one. That was awesome. Ooh, might have to have a barbecue tomorrow. It's Australia Day. Okay, excellent. That one was good.
I wonder how you would get diced onion.
Can't.
If you cut the onion maybe the other way. I don't know, just questioning myself.
So if I went that way, let's see. Okay, slicing but that way. Let's put it there. Pick. Pretty much the same. Just like, oh, hang on. Tilt that down. Oh, tilt it up. So you can see, can't see my mess.
Just ready for the barbecue.
Yeah, so you get more circles than that way than that way. So that one was sideways. And then, but then you got like that from the bottom of the onion, which I guess you got that from the side of the onion. So at some point, the actual ovalness of the onion is gonna lose
It's gonna
that.
lose its shape, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But my goodness, now I want to volunteer for a Bunnings barbecue. All right, I'll just rinse it off again and we'll do a couple of capsicum.
You're loving your new toy.
I am. Oh my goodness, that is fun. And just how easy it is. And with all that chopping, we've got one lone bit of spring onion and a couple of tiny bits of cheese with all that mucking about.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And not a lot of washing up.
No. Ooh. Bit of muck in there. So that's what gets caught, because everything's you know, coming down at some point. It goes sideways and gets caught and doesn't get pushed anymore, which is not much. And like I said, you could put all the leftovers in the fridge or freezer and then make stock. All right.
That's a good tip.
Okay. I actually read that in the thing.
Well, you can take credit because you told everybody.
Yeah.
But you're not crying from the onion either.
I know, a bit of a whiff though, but not too bad. Oh, that's right, we're going to do capsicum. The capsicum you have to do thick sliced. Right. Just bits out. Okay, so it says something like that. No. 3 in a row will fit. Pop the ends off. So that will fit there. We'll go thick. It's the speed for me. A, the veg looks awesome, but B, it's the speed. Okay. Pull that off. There's a couple little random bits.
Wow, how cool is that? It's great.
I'll have to do some red ones later, so then it's a much better colour. That, very cool. So get your tricolour ones out for your pizzas, and that's a nice size for a pizza too. Not too thick.
Good job.
All right. Okay. What else we got? Random stuff. Lots of mess. What else? Zucchini?
Do you have lettuce?
Oh, let's see if I put it in the fridge. Oh, yes, I did. All right, so I've got cos lettuce. And I did look at the photos. And of course, because it's soft, it said only thick slice. And it said to do it in a bunch. That is what we'll do. Thick slice. Put the shoot out.
You're going to have so many vegetables done at your demos because it takes 2 seconds to do it all.
I know. All righty. There we go. So I would think, I mean, lettuce is all right. That was thick sliced. But I think cabbage would be better.
Yeah, cabbage would probably
because
be better.
Yeah, you're not going to get those long, thin bits like you do when you're chopping. Hang on. Yeah, like that versus that. But I do have to say, if I was having a, you know, maybe a beef salad or something like that, and you're making a nest of lettuce, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. All right. Groovy. Okay. Oh my goodness, I've been going for an hour. Okay. How's that?
Good job.
We enjoy that? Bits and
Yeah,
pieces
certainly.
I need to learn.
Certainly
Can't
show
wait to get
different
mine.
things to do.
Yeah. And play with and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mine's been sent through Australia Post. It's hit the post box.
Yay. Awesome. Awesome. That's really good. And then Caroline, when's yours again? Next week.
12th, I think, of February only.
12. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Won't be long now.
What happened with your carrots? With the skin on, skin off?
Yeah, they didn't actually go as brown because I shredded some of the other ones. Maybe it was just the carrots I was using yesterday. Hang on, I'll just clear the other messes. So that was skin on. And I've left it out as long as I left it yesterday. And half of these were skin on and half were skin off. So I'm not quite sure what the issue was. No brown here.
I do like the thin carrots.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yes, nice for a carrot salad.
Yes. I was looking at a presentation cookbook, book on presentation. I'm thinking, oh, wouldn't that be fun to just fry just a little so that's crunchy? Or do, do shredded potato like that and make hash browns. That'd be so much better than I've been able to make before.
You do it like that with the potato. Is it called Rossi or Roshi or something?
Oh, yeah. Ross, yeah, I might try.
I don't know. I might have to have a go at that when I get mine.
Yes. So that might be the next thing that I do with the stuff that I've got left over. That is pretty cool. Thank you very much for coming along and helping me set things to rights.
You've done a great job, Lisa.
Well, I've had it I've had it since yesterday morning, so about 36 hours. And there's always going to be a couple of disasters when you try new stuff, but that was pretty cool.
I thought you did a really good job.
I agree. It was fun.
Yeah. Now that I've learned that there's a thick side and a thin side, that will make all the difference. I watched this guy on must be Facebook Reels or something. He's like, things I wish I knew before I was 30. And there's all these hints and tips that he never knew. So that's my one for the day.
You've done a good job.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for coming
Lisa.
along. So hopefully next week, I'm sure there'll be more cutting action. And I'll find a fun dish to use it with as well. So we can check that out and see how the finished product goes.
Oh, thanks, Lisa.
I'll look
Bye,
through that.
Charlotte.
All right, awesome. Thanks for coming along.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.